Hey, Extremely Athletic family, welcome back to the Extremely Athletic Mentality series. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Lisedi Andile, and we are back with another episode of this series. This week's word of the week, guys, is leadership. The way I would define leadership is the ability to guide, influence, and inspire others to achieve a goal. Whether it is a common goal, whether it is just their own personal goal, your leadership has the power to guide, influence, and inspire them. Leadership involves vision, it involves decision making, it involves constantly being aware of your surroundings. Leadership is a combination of skills. Skills like communication, skills like empathy, integrity, and fostering team building. Now, I say leadership is a combination of skills like communicating because if your leader is unable to communicate, how is he able to get his point across to his team? If a leader doesn't have integrity, how can you trust him to do the right thing when nobody's watching? If your leader has no empathy, how can he feel for his team? How can he understand where his team is coming from? Now, guys, leadership is something that I hold very dear to my heart because if you can't lead yourself, you cannot lead others. And I say this with all the respect to everybody that aspires to be a leader. If you cannot lead yourself, you cannot lead others. Now, guys, if you've been keeping up with the Extremely Athletic Mentality series, you know that I give you 3 exercises to do at home and 3 exercises to do in the gym. And now, guys, after today, you will have 18 exercises to do across both environments, at home and in the gym. So there are no excuses but to take action. And so, guys, the 3 home workouts that I would, or the 3 home exercises that I want to suggest to you guys are crunches, glute bridges, and lateral raises. Now, crunches, again, are a core exercise, and I really want to hone into everybody just having a strong core, guys, because I can't emphasize this enough. If your core is not strong, it makes it very difficult to do all the other movements because the core, like the core of anything, is the base. It is the foundation of pretty much all your strength. And then we move on to glute bridges, which is a lower back, your glutes, which is your bum, and a hamstring exercise. This is very crucial for athletes because when you are running or walking at a fast pace, your glutes and your hip flexors are constantly active in those motions, and you need them to be as strong and as flexible as possible. And moving on to lateral raises, if you kept up with the Extremely Athletic 90-day challenge, you'll know that this exercise was part of that sequence of exercises. And lateral raises are a really good upper body exercise, strengthening your lateral deltoid, which is the side of your shoulder, giving you that nice round look of your silhouette. It's just that exercise that broadens your shoulders and gives you that really good look when you really flex. And so with that being said, guys, let's move on to the welcome back, Extremely Athletic family. Today we are doing the 3 exercises that you guys can try out at home this week. All are very simple exercises, but also very easy to make mistakes with them. So I just want you guys to stay tuned and listen up and maybe see if you learn something new. So first up, we're going to do some crunches. This exercise in particular is what I was just speaking about. Very easy to do, but also easy to make mistakes and mess up. So I've been watching a few online trainers, and you want to keep your feet hip width apart. You almost want to be able to touch your heels. And so when you're laying down, you want to almost interlock your fingers slightly, but you don't want to tuck your elbows in like so. You want to keep your elbows nice and wide and your neck nice and straight. You don't want to arch your neck too much. You want to keep your neck nice and straight, and you're just going up and down. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm just going to show you guys 10. For those of you that are more experienced in training, you'll be able to do about 15 to 20 of these. For those of you that are beginners, I would really encourage you guys to start off with about 8 to 10. If you can, really push 12. We're supposed to be engaging our core with this exercise, guys. So try it out and let me know how you find it. And so the next exercise that I'd like for you guys to try at home, this is called the glute bridge. So a nice and easy exercise, but also again, very easy to mess up. Now let's watch closely. And this isn't an exercise that I often do in the gym, but I do hip thrusts, which is almost like a similar motion, but not exactly. So you want to keep your back nice and flat. You really want to be able to also almost touch your heels, and you just want to lift your hips up and you slowly bring them down. This engages the glutes, the hamstrings, and really strengthening your lower back. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On that last strip, I want you to hold. You're really targeting these muscles here, in your glutes here, in your lower back right here. And you slowly come back down. And that's it for glute bridges, guys. Stay tuned for some lateral raises coming right up. Leave a comment and let me know how you find the exercises. And yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep growing. So guys, welcome back. We are doing lateral raises now. If you kept up with the 90-day challenge, this exercise was an integral part of the challenge, targeting our lateral deltoid, which is our side, which is the side part of our shoulder basically. And you can either do this while sitting or standing. Today we're just going to be doing it while sitting down. So it doesn't matter where your feet are placed, whether wide or close. I like to keep mine neutral, nice and tucked, and we keep our thumbs locked in with the dumbbells like so, and we're just lifting upwards or in a sideward motion. That's 2, 3, bend your elbows slightly, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to do 2 more. 11, 12. You slowly bring it down. Now, this exercise is really good for upper body strength, guys. Really isolating that shoulder, making sure that there's a good contraction, gives you that nice round look of, your shoulders, giving you broader shoulders. And so I really recommend it. Let me know how you guys find it. Leave a comment, leave a like if you guys are really liking these exercises. Easy to do at home. You could do this with 2 water bottles if you really wanted to, or you could just grab something around the house that has a bit of weight. But I just like to use my dumbbells. And yeah, let's keep going, guys. Keep going, keep growing. There we go. Jeez, I lost my words there. Let's go. Moving right along into our gym exercises. Guys, each of these exercises are so vital. And we will start off with incline bench press, which is one of my favorite exercises. Then we move on to dumbbell bench press, and we have seated leg curls. Now, incline bench press is a really good upper chest and front delt exercise. It is so good for upper body strength. I cannot emphasize, if you play sports that involve throwing, that involve lifting your arms or heavy hand or arm movement, this exercise is really, really important for you. And so is the dumbbell bench press, because it is a compound unilateral movement, which in an easy sense, it's strengthening the balance or balancing the strength of your arms. Sorry, I lost my words there. It is balancing the strength of your arms. So instead of, for me, I can say for myself, when I started working out, if I was under a bench press, my right arm was way more dominant than my left, which would lead to the bar tilting. And now when you do single arm or dumbbell bench press, you are pushing the dumbbells at the same weight simultaneously, which will strengthen your weaker arm, which for me is my left arm. And now I can bench with a lot of ease because I've really tried to master the dumbbell bench press. And finally, the seated leg curl, which is a hamstring exercise, a hamstring isolation exercise. Now, I will explain this in the video, but when you are starting off, please go lighter, just to ensure that your form is good, and you don't want to over stress your hamstring because that could lead to some serious injuries. And now with that being said, guys, check out this week's exercises.
What's up, Extremely Athletic fam? Today we are doing some incline chest press or incline bench press, which is one of the exercises of the week. It is a really good compound lift, guys, and again, compound lifts require more than one muscle to be activated during the movement. And so with incline bench press, we've got 70 kgs racked up. We're about to do 10 reps, and yeah, this really just works the upper chest, giving you that nice look of the chest. And yeah, so bless. Thanks, bro. Yeah, but let's get into it. What nice works. So you really want to get the bar as low as you can, getting that full range of motion, and you drive up. That's one. You want to arch your back as well, like so. That's two, giving you some nice power. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's it for incline bench, guys. Stay tuned because we're going to be doing some dumbbell bench where the same principles will apply, but we're just using one arm. Well, simultaneously, both arms, but yeah. So you want to rest the dumbbells on your knees and use your knees to fling the weights to this position right here. And then this is our starting position. Arch our back nicely, keep our feet and heels planted. And we're gonna go for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. So guys, it's important to know that sometimes you won't be able to finish your set because your muscles are just so fatigued, but it's important to push until you know your limit, guys. So that was me. I don't want to pop a shoulder trying to do dumbbell bench, but yeah, moving right along. We will see you guys soon. Hey, Extreme Athletic family. So today we are doing one of the exercises of the week, and that is seated leg curl. Now, this exercise is a hamstring isolation exercise. Very good for working all parts of your hamstrings because there's 4 parts to your hamstring. I won't go into too much depth about that, but depending on your foot placement, you can target different parts of your hamstrings. And so yeah, guys, you can really try this out this week. What I would recommend is try and go lighter and start off with a pretty doable weight and then progressively overload because you don't want to run the risk of injuring your hamstring. I did that earlier this year. I tried to be aggressive and grow my hamstring in the ways that it didn't want to grow and just go heavy. And yeah, guys, I learned my lesson the hard way. So now I just stick to half of my body weight and I keep it going. And yeah, let's get into the exercise. So with the lever right here, you just pull it right all the way to the back. And you want to make sure that your legs are straight. And this movement is simply letting your legs just hinge like that forward. So we hinge forward like that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. As you guys can see, this exercise is pretty taxing on the hamstrings. I'm feeling quite tender right now, but that's what we're here for. No pain, no gain. Keep going, keep growing. Extremely Athletic cares about you.
This week's book recommendation, guys, and I'll be really honest, I'm really starting to love this segment because it's taking me back to times when I've actually read these books, because all the books I'm recommending, I have read. I have, taken the time to really get to understand them and make notes and apply the principles in my life. Now, this book that I want to recommend this week is Against All Odds, which is an autobiography of Siya Kolisi, Springbok captain, 2-time World Cup winning Springbok captain. Now, this book is just an inspiring journey. It's a book of hope. It's a book that makes you want to achieve your goals. When you understand what our Springbok captain Siya Kolisi came from, he came from a place of poverty in Sweden, in the Eastern Cape. He's a Xhosa man, I can relate, but he was somebody that was, his back was against the wall. His circumstances were not in his favor, but he managed to come out on top and really change his life around. He went to Grey College, which is one of the best boys' schools in the country. He then went on to the Western Province Academy, which he played for several years. He now plays for the Sharks. But above all of that, he grew up with his grandmother. He really had a tough upbringing, and rugby was his outsource, his inspiration, his motivation to keep going, to show up every day and be the best rugby player that he can be. Now, he's the first player of all time to win back-to-back Rugby World Cups as a captain. From the streets of the Eastern Cape to winning 2 World Cups. Guys, if that's not something that inspires you, I don't know what will. Especially because he's one of our own. Now, this book really speaks about the journey of hope. It's a reminder that life will have its challenges, but with a team, with the right people around you, you can conquer those challenges. With the right people around you, those challenges are insignificant, because all it takes is for someone to give you an outlook, a different outlook on life. If you have read this book, if you have read any autobiography on Siya Kolisi, because I think there's about 2 or 3 of them, leave your insights here with the hashtag Extremely Athletic Reads. And yeah, guys, let's keep going, let's keep growing, and let's move on to the mentality segment. Now, guys, we are in the mentality segment, so I want you guys to lock in, really listen to what I'm about to say, and just accept it for what it is, because for me, not everybody is meant to be a leader. But if you have the qualities of a leader, you are able to inspire others, you are able to motivate others. Now, those two alone work hand in hand. If you are somebody that can bring the best out of his team, that makes you a great leader. But if you are somebody that lacks integrity or lacks empathy, then are you still a great leader? A leader is a combination of a lot of different traits and skills. Now, if you are a leader, you are empathetic, you are a human leader, you are somebody that your team can rely on. If one of your team members is unwell, you understand that they are a human being. They need some time to themselves to heal and recover, so that when they come back, they can put their best foot forward for the team. As a leader, it's very important for you to believe in your team, because that belief is going to carry them through all the adversity that is expected in life. I just spoke about life's challenges, but when you have the right people around you, you can conquer those things. And now when you have a leader that is able to navigate difficult situations, which I want to use in one word, adaptability. You are able to, assess a situation. If it's not serving you, you want to be able to put it in the best way that it can. When things are not going in your favor, you as a leader are able to step up and make things go the right way. As a leader, it is important for you to be able to communicate clearly, but not only to communicate, but when being communicated with, to comprehend, to understand, to listen. Because leadership is not all about telling people what to do. It's about showing people what to do sometimes. And when you're a good listener, you show your team that when they listen, they are able to process information better and apply it in the best way that they can. And I said this earlier on in the video. If you are unable to lead others, if you're unable to lead yourself, you are unable to lead others. If you can't tell yourself, I'm not going to smoke for a year or a month or whatever, and you go ahead and you smoke, are you able to lead somebody to not being able to smoke? You may be a leader in helping somebody not drink because you haven't had a drink in so many months, but are you able to lead those around you? And now with that being said, guys, thank you for watching the video. If you really enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Leave any sort of insight that you want to leave on the video. Your comments and your feedback are highly appreciated. And a reminder to all of you out there, keep going and keep growing, because Extremely Athletic believes in you.